Deion Sanders. What say you about this win?
Turn on the film. I tell him to turn on the film. We're gonna continuously be questioned because we do things that have never been done. That's the way our life has presented themselves. We do things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. When you see a confident black man sitting up here talking his talk, walking his walk, coaching 75% African Americans in the locker room, that's kind of threatening.
You can see Deion Sanders, one thing he's never done is shy away from a microphone or shy away from speaking his truth. And I think what he's trying to say to all of us is, listen, I'm going to be confident and not cocky. You know, I'm going to be absolute. This is not aggression. And as a black man, I'm doing something that maybe you've never seen done in college football before, but he's changing the way that we believe that head coaches has to move and exist in the world of college football. And I got to say that I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at him either, Maria. And I believe this is generational change. I do believe it's going to be new requirements to be a head coach in college football now. You have to have a true understanding of what these young people go through. And I thought Prime hit it right on the head when he's talking about a confident African-American man, not being scared of anything, saying exactly what's on his mind. That resonates with young people in the locker room. Again, this is the social media age, right? They want to be able to control their messages and all of those things. And to see your head coach make a stand like that, it goes a long way. And you heard all the guys, all the sound after the game. We believe. Yeah. We believe, and I believe Coach Sanders is the ultimate motivator, and I believe that's exactly what the Colorado Buffaloes needed to go forward.
I agree with everything you said, and I think it was important that Deion took the platform that he did. Coach Prime, like you said, he's not going to shy away. The one thing that I want to see moving forward, he said this is a conversation that's going to make people uncomfortable. Yes, it is, because I don't think a lot of society is ready for what Coach Prime is saying. But the biggest thing for me is now you're going to take unnecessary shots from people more than likely. Anytime you stumble throughout the year, somebody's going to have something to say. Just make sure you protect those players in that locker room. That's all I ask.
They're going to say it anyway, though,
They are going to say it, but my biggest message here is he's got those players to take care of. I know he's going to do it, but he has to go out of his way to make sure that happens. If he's going to be outspoken, just make sure you insulate those guys in the locker room. I think he's trying to, yeah. But it's going to ramp up now. He's going to be in a different world than he was in before the season started.
Yeah, and from my perspective, look, the thing that you appreciate about Deion is he's authentic. Yep. He's real. He speaks the truth. He speaks his mind. At the same time, when you look at a locker room and you go inside a locker room, and all of us has been inside of one, you're as one. You're unity. And that's what he's building there at Colorado. And that's what you want to continue to see when they move forward.
Well, I think this. You talk about that authenticity, Matt, and I believe in the past, authenticity out of black men in powerful positions have been miscued, right, and turned into aggression. And that's not what Prime is talking about. He's just saying being confident, doing things the right way. He believes in discipline. He believes in putting his guys in the right position so they can be the best version of themselves. And to me, that is going to be the change in college football, right? Yeah. These guys truly motivating their players. I thought Prime did a great job.
And remember, he never lied to the players. There were 87 newcomers coming in. So when he walked into the door, remember, Joshua, he said, I'm bringing some luggage with me. This might not work for you. You might not like the way I coach. And if that's the case, then you should go ahead and leave, because it's going to be a different experience and experiment, which is why I do believe that everyone in that locker room is on the Prime train.
And well, first off, you can look at the way that they played today, and you can know that they're on the Prime train, because players do not lie to you. Their effort will tell you everything you need to know about how much they believe in their head coach. So that's a given to me. It's one of those things now where he definitely is a disruptor, and he's changing things. And I think he's been as honest about the process of revamping his team in his locker room as possible. It's going to be intriguing now from here on out, because he's going to have to continue to have success. And he's going to have to continue to be himself, which we know he'll be. But I'm just curious now, Deion, what's coming next for us, because he's going to have some teams up on that schedule now that maybe didn't have Colorado circled. Maybe they weren't looking. Now all of a sudden you got a quarterback who can throw for 500 yards. You got 4 receivers who can go for over 100, running backs that can catch the ball in the backfield. Like, it's going to be everything about Deion, not just the off the field, but they're talking about it on the field, and that's where a lot of this conversation needs to exist.